Hello family. Hello guys, hope you're doing well today. I want to take you through a trade that I took today on US500, or rather what we call SP. I want to take you through and get you a few insights on what caught my eye, and I decided to take the long, which gave me $5,000, and that was a quick run. So in 4-hour time frame, there's something here that should catch your eye. Hopefully each and every one of you can see that. Yeah, we had a gap. Remember, gaps are fair value gaps. They are just FVGs. That one there. So this gap, price gap lower and then closed above that gap. The same way price forms a fair value gap and violates that fair value gap. I was thinking that price was to come and then fail this gap and then drop lower, but it closed above it. Now the moment it closed above here, I took my tool and measured the gap from up there to down there. In most instances, from my back testing and my work that I've done, these gaps, if I'm bullish now, I expect the upper quad of the gap to be respected. Yeah, and you see price came down, rejected the upper quadrant of this gap, formed an order block here. You see, after closing above this, the second candle opened lower and then closed higher. Now this becomes my bullish order block there. Yeah, that is my bullish order block. Then you see price reacted from that and then again consolidated a bit, and then now we had this run at 6. Now the moment price closed above here, remember this is not time for me to take the trade. I had to wait until the kill zone, and again my eyes, this is the target that I wanted to see taken out, but you saw I left the trade earlier because I always tell you, you don't need to see your trade going all the way to take profit so that you feel like you made profits, or rather progress. No, how I work with this is the moment my intuition tells me that get your money and go, that's what I do. I don't fight with the trade. And the moment I feel this is enough for me, I just exit that trade. So after forming this bullish order block, price came tagged there, and then I'll dropped to lower time frame, 5 minutes, 15 minutes. There was nothing much so clear, but I went down to the 5-minute chart. I want to show you some of the things that was happening at this time frame. Yeah, so I can now remove this other drawing so that we can now get now I know that I'm going higher now, so I'm no longer interested with the lower side of this price, but rather up to this buy side liquidity, BSL. Yep. Yeah, so that is now where my interest is. So what do I do now? I wait for the kill zone. So you see, there was so much. Okay, price is going higher, but there's no way I could take price here. I had to wait until the kill zone, either London or New York. And during a London session, I told you last time, you can use Luxalgo. This one, you set it, and then you can just get your clear session open and close. So look at this. So London opened here, and then you take your line and draw it at New York midnight there. Very nice. Now look closer here. So when I'm bullish, now that from 4 hour we've seen that the price violated that 4-hour gap, and then it respected the upper quad of that gap. Now my work is to wait for the next day, that is today, Tuesday. Now what was to happen today, what I anticipated, I wanted to see price open lower to go high. So the open low high close candle in the 4 hour form, or even the daily form. So it opens, if I'm bullish, I want to see it open below the midnight 0000 of New York open. Now look at this one. Before I even check anything here, you guys, you can already see what I saw, and it was so obvious. The first thing, once price opened lower, went high, took out this high. Does that make me change my bias now to go lower because it has taken that high? No. Remember, in the 4 hour we are bullish. So after the London open, look at this, we had the sweep here, very nice clean sweep there. You see that? That is my sell side liquidity. Bottom left, that is my sell side liquidity. There. So now what I'm supposed to do now is just to work within this. So when price took out this low, my eyes becomes, look at this, we have a low resistance liquidity run here, so this should be a target as we go higher. But you see, you can't have a target without an entry. So where is my entry? Now look at this series of down close candles. With the moment they got violated there, that week there, that is market structure shift. But for you, just wait for the body to close above it so that you can get your market structure shift. So this is the first sweep, and then again we also had another sweep here. See that? And then now this is where I got my trade. The moment price closed above here, and then see that now is what? An order block. But remember what I said earlier, the most sensitive part of an order block is the open and the high for bullish, like that. So we have, let me put this well. So that is the open of that candle. Let's call it O, mid right. Yep, let's use some color that is better. Yeah, that's the open, and then this is the high, mid right. So for me, that is how I work with these order blocks. So sometimes you might think price is going back all the way to the open, but rather you realize wicks through the high and then it starts to go higher. So I took my trade entry from here, this candle as it closed, and then you see immediately it gravitated high, and then I exited somewhere here. My target is this zone, the buy side liquidity, but I was not interested to wait for that price to go all the way up there. Guys, this was a very straightforward, direct trade, and all the time you see it has started to go lower, but still I feel it might go higher. But you don't want to be part of this. Sometimes if you feel like this is enough, exit that trade and go do some other thing. So this is the logic behind why I took that trade. So when I was entering here, my stop loss below here, trusting that now this low will not be violated, because now we have an order block which price has closed above the open and the high of that order block. From there, the rest was history. Yeah, so this is a simple recap review of the reason behind me taking the trade on US 500. Thanks for your time, guys. And if you finding this information useful, kindly give me that thumbs high, and pressing the red button for my channel is free, just like the air that we breathe. So if you can do that, that will tell me that you are finding value from my work, and I will be appreciative of that. Until next time, be safe. Goodbye.